It's actually a partnership of Caritas and Centene.
Okay, say that again.
It's a partnership between Caritas Christi and the Centene Corporation. Okay?
Okay, good.
And it's called the Commonwealth Family Health Plan. And they're going to provide health insurance subsidized by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to low-income adults, 163,000 low-income adults, through the so-called Commonwealth Care, which is the Mass Health, basically, which is the Massachusetts state health insurance program for the indigent, the poor, for working families.
But there's no free lunch.
No, and well, some of it will be free. Some of it will be is provided basically without cost. Some is provided for a lower, below market premium. Anyways, they've entered this joint venture, and they've now. This is an important point, Father. This is not, unlike that emergency contraceptive law, so-called, from a few years ago. This is not a government mandate. This is not something that's being imposed on from outside. Caritas, as part of this partnership, bid on the state contract to get this, and they've become the low bidder. And on March 12th, next week, on March 12th, the Connector Authority, which is the oversight group from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, is going to vote on the awarding of this contract. So here you have a case of, instead of the government coming in and trying to coerce Catholic institutions to give up their principles, this is a voluntary surrender of Catholic principles and Catholic ethics and Catholic moral standards for financial gain. So I think this just makes it all the more egregious. So as part of this, they're going to do referrals for abortions and for contraceptive services. And they issued a statement last Friday in which they indicated that the Commonwealth Family Health Plan, which again is this partnership between Caritas and Centene, will, and I'll quote from it, will contract with providers both in and out of the Caritas network to ensure access to all services required by the authority, meaning the Connector Authority, including confidential family planning services, which means abortion. So the Catholic hospital system in Massachusetts is going to start doing abortion referrals and, of course, contraceptive services.
This is very sick. Very sick.
Father, can you hear me okay? I have a little trouble hearing you.
I hear it.
It's just.
So what can we do? What can we do?
Well, the first thing we can do is we can contact the Cardinal's office. Now, let me just point out that Caritas Christi, they reorganized the board. The Cardinal used to be the chairman of the board, and the Vicar General, Bishop Erickson, used to be the vice chairman, and the Chancellor, Mr. McDonough, used to be the secretary. Now it's been reorganized, but the Cardinal still has a delegate on the board. That's Father Brian Hare, who's the Secretary of Health and Social Services for the Archdiocese. And and as part of the mission statement of Caritas Christi, it still says it's a Catholic system, and when they reorganized the board with this agreement they had with Attorney General Coakley last year, they said that the Archdiocese would reserve the right to deal with all matters of ethics, morality, and mission and Catholic identity. So the Church still has authority over Caritas Christi, so you need to contact the Cardinal. Now let me give you the Cardinal's number. The direct number to the Cardinal's office is 617-782-2544. That's 617-782-2544. And that's the Cardinal's direct office. You should contact His Eminence and urge him to have them withdraw from this contract, to cancel this contract. It's outrageous. I can also give you an email address for him.
No. First of all, repeat the telephone number.
617-782-2544. That's 617-782-2544, and that's the Cardinal's office.
Now I need to ask you, what do we say?
Well, to exercise his authority and to have them cancel this contract, to withdraw from this contract.
To exercise his authority,
his episcopal authority and his oversight authority, to have Caritas Christi withdraw from this contract. Now, if anyone in the Cardinal's office tries to tell you he doesn't have the authority to do that, the very statement the Archdiocese put out last year when the board was reorganized was that
he can veto.
There are certain what they call reserved areas, and they reserve the right to oversee anything regarding ethics, morality, mission, and Catholic identity.
Okay, so we have to call the Cardinal.
Yeah.
And that he is to exercise his episcopal authority and have Caritas Christi withdraw
from this proposed contract.
from Centene?
Well, no, from the contract with the state to provide these referrals, to provide this low-income insurance.
To withdraw from contact with state.
Contract, yeah.
Contract with state. To give referrals for abortion
and contraception services.
Okay.
Now, if they were to go ahead with this, Father, this would fatally compromise Caritas's Catholic identity. It would really undermine church teaching on the sanctity and dignity of innocent human life. How can we persuade secular society to come to our point of view when we can't even get our own institutions to comply with church teaching? And it would really deprive the Catholic community here in Massachusetts of having an authentically Catholic healthcare system that's untainted by collaboration with the culture of death. You know, this is also another really appalling aspect of this, is that, Catholic doctors and nurses in a Catholic hospital could be put in jeopardy of their jobs. Well, what if a Catholic doctor refuses to do an abortion referral? Is he going to be fired by Caritas Christi? You know, it's just, it entails material cooperation with evil.
Okay, so let's go right over this again. That we are to call the Cardinal's office, and we are to speak to whoever answers with we have to be kind, that the Cardinal would exercise his veto authority and have Caritas Christi withdraw from any contract to give referrals to the state